What's up YouTube, it's JGK. So in this video, I'm going to be giving my thoughts on Chris Brown. Now this is a topic that has been requested 1,000 times by a viewer of mine on my old channel. No disrespect to him, but man, he's been pretty consistent with me wanting to talk about Chris Brown and doing a Chris Brown rant. And while this won't be a rant on Chris Brown because I don't think he sucks enough to rant on him, and I don't like to do rapper rants or rants on rappers anymore because I got bored of it, I'll at least do a thoughts video on Chris Brown to talk about what I think of him, especially since this viewer wants this video so badly. So here it is. I'm finally doing the Chris Brown video. Holy shit. I'm not just going to let it simmer like it's Detox or Half-Life 3 or some shit. So let's get into this. Before I did this video, I listened to a few Chris Brown songs, just a few of them on like 2 of his albums, and even in the past I have heard his music. And honestly, my opinion on Chris Brown is I don't care for him. I'm not a fan of the guy. He's an okay singer, but he doesn't suck, but he's just an okay singer, and that's really all there is to him. He's not really an artist I care to listen to, and he's not really somebody I would like to listen to. I'm not a fan of his style. I'm not a fan of his production. I'm not really a fan of his singing. I just don't think he's an appealing artist to listen to and an appealing singer to listen to. I get nothing from his music. I find it just boring to listen to. The only song that I like with Chris Brown is Get Like Me, but that's because of David Banner and Young Jock. They made that song good, and Chris Brown was bearable on there. But Chris Brown is just a sing-songy, maybe he raps, but sing-songy kind of, you know, pretty boy, mainstream type artist. That's who Chris Brown is. And my opinion on him is I don't care for him. Not a fan of him. Based off the few songs I heard and the music I heard from this guy, not a fan of him whatsoever. I think there's much better singers out there. I think there's singers out there that make much better music than him. I'd rather listen to Akon. I think he's better. I'd rather listen to Nate Dogg. I think he's better. I'd rather listen to Deuce from Hollywood Undead. He's a much better singer. Chris Brown, to me, is just like, he's not terrible, but he's nothing special. He doesn't bring anything new to the table. He's not really unique. He's just another fucking mainstream, bland sauce, boring music artist that I don't give a shit about. Somebody that I'd put in the same category as other mainstream artists that I don't care about, like Lil Wayne and fucking 2 Chainz and all those people. So there's not really much else I can say about Chris Brown. But yeah, my thoughts on Chris Brown in a nutshell is that he's an okay singer and he's not complete fucking garbage. But at the same time, I'm not a fan of him and I'm not a fan of his music because I just find it boring. I find his style of production boring. And to me, he just doesn't really stand out and he just seems bland. And he's just not somebody I would listen to like that. And one more thing I want to say about Chris Brown, that something I could never stand about this guy, is back in the day, there was this fucking song with him and Nicki Minaj and Drake, and I think Lil Wayne was on it. The song's called Only. That song used to get on my fucking nerves back in the day. I remember when that song came out. That song was like nails on a fucking chalkboard. I cannot stand that song, Only. That song is fucking garbage. That is a terrible fucking song. It used to annoy the piss out of me back in the day. But there's an additional note and something extra I could say about Chris Brown. So yeah, video's finally out. I finally talked about Chris Brown. I hope the viewer's happy. Like I said, it's not really a rant, but I overall just don't care for him. I don't think he's anything special, and he's damn sure not somebody I'm going to be listening to. So that's what I think of Chris Brown. You let me know what you think of Chris Brown. And I think I forgot to mention this, but yeah, he's like a R&B, pop, kind of rap artist. And that's what his genres are. And even before prepping for this video, you know, the bits I've heard of him, I've never felt intrigued to check his stuff out or to really dive deep into his music. He's just never, I never felt like, oh man, I got to check out Chris Brown's stuff. So even long before this stuff, he never really struck me as someone I would care for. So that's all I got to say in this video. This was my thoughts on Chris Brown. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. On this channel, we talk about music and all things music related. So if you're into that stuff, make sure to subscribe and follow the channel. That's all I got to say in this video. Peace.